Was violence justified in overthrowing colonial oppression? Frantz Fanon, an Afro-Caribbean psychiatrist and anti-colonialist, believed that it was. His 1961 book, The Wretched of the Earth, was written from the perspective of the colonized during the latter stages of European imperialism. It discussed why and how colonialism must be stopped. Fanon argued that the colonial infrastructure must be destroyed. The colonizers should be driven out by force in order to make a new state. Fanon justified the use of violence for two reasons. First, he believed that colonization is itself an act of violence which is sustained by a continued threat. Secondly, Fanon argued that under colonialism, non-white people are forced into second-class citizenship. They are denied economic and educational opportunities and do not receive respect. For Fanon, there is only so long until their patience runs out, explosively. Fanon also believed that the struggle would begin with the rural peasantry who suffered the most from colonialism. The urban bourgeoisie, although native, often managed to retain some status and wealth through colonial privileges and control over the peasantry. For Fanon, a movement by the urban bourgeoisie would lead to a compromise with the colonizers. Any new state would not be much different and would still rely on the colonizers and rural exploitation. For Fanon, this is hardly a revolution. To demonstrate Fanon's ideas, imagine a group of people who own a house. A smaller group appears and takes over the land using advanced weapons. They knock down the house and build their own on top of the ruins. The original group are forced to work outside, cleaning gutters and tending to the gardens. The new group, however, lives in luxurious quarters within the spacious new house. Some of the original group try to imitate the new inhabitants. They negotiate more comfortable bourgeois roles within the house, but still remain servants. If this bourgeoisie chooses to evict the new group, the workers outside will not have their situation improved. The evicted group will probably keep a key to the house and will help the bourgeoisie exploit the outside workers. The system itself will remain similar as the house has been built with divisions in mind. Its locks, luxury ballrooms, and servants' quarters entrench the gap between inside and outside groups. For the system to change properly, it must be torn down from the outside. This way, a new house can be built in the image of the oppressed. Frantz Fanon's books and personal history have influenced anti-colonial movements across the globe.